What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jay.
And it's your girl Ashley Ray.
And we are back with another
video.
Alright guys, as you can see, the title of this video says we are answering 5 things about moving here to Arizona. We've done a video like this before. Of course the background was a lot better because we was by the pool. But if you guys want to check out that video, we'll go ahead and leave a link right in the corner somewhere. It's going to be in one of these corners. If you guys have a question that we have not answered, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below, and we're going to pick 5 questions that you guys write, and we're going to feature that in another video later.
Yeah, so hopefully this can be a place where all of the questions that you have can eventually be answered in at least one of these videos, okay? One of your burning questions. All
right guys, so you already know the deal. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you guys are notified every time we upload a new video.
Yes, and if you like anything adventure, love, and travel, and I guess we can add Arizona in there as well, then this is the place for you. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe just like Jay said.
All right, we're gonna jump right into it. Here's our 5 questions about moving to Arizona.
Question number 1, looking to relocate with my wife and 2 kids, what are the best areas to purchase a single family home for a family of 4? Great question.
It's a good question. Right off the bat, I can just think of Gilbert, South Chandler, Ahwatukee, Queen Creek. Queen Creek actually has some of the best schooling system in the central area. As long as Buckeye does too as well. Surprise, Litchfield, and Goodyear. North Phoenix would be a good place too. Scottsdale too, but it's a little bit on the pricey side.
I think there's 2 questions that you have to consider. 1, what is your budget? And 2, are you like active people, you know? Like, are you guys trying to like get out and do stuff, or are you okay with living, you know, pretty far out from the city?
Exactly. So on a bit of the pricey side, I would say that'd be South Chandler, Gilbert, and Scottsdale. Not too much on the pricey side. I want to go something for a little bit more reasonable. I would say parts of Queen Creek, Buckeye, and parts of Ahwatukee.
Yeah.
And don't mind us, our dog, if she's just, she won't let us record without her getting some attention. Question number 2. My wife is concerned about being a mixed couple, may turn heads. Do you have friends that have experienced this situation? Please don't hesitate to let us know. Thanks again. All right, so he's asking about interracial relationships, interracial dating, interracial marriages here in Arizona, and I will absolutely say that is not a problem here in Arizona. There is a lot of interracial relations, or interracial. There is a lot of interracial marriages that's you'll see constantly, every day, all day, and nobody bats an eye.
Yeah, like Jay said, we see it all the time.
All the time.
A lot of mixed race couples are here. And Phoenix is becoming, the valley is becoming more diverse every single day. So good question. Good news is I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
You should feel
right at home, honestly.
All right, so question number 3. And this person was just straight up, you know, just bold with it. Where do the black people live?
Truthfully, they're everywhere. Like, we are all spread out. Now, keep in mind, the population of black people here is 7%, okay? But we are we've said this before, we are one of the largest cities or metropolitan areas in the country. And so when you think about 7%, that actually is a good amount of people. But it's also a diverse area for not just black and white people, but people of all races and ethnicities. So there's not like a neighborhood that's like just for black people, like Baldwin Hills, right? Yeah. But yeah, we are everywhere. And so some of those places, we actually wrote some notes down for you, so we want to make sure that we catch everything. But Laveen, South Phoenix, Central Phoenix, Ahwatukee, Tempe, actually where we live, which is near we're more centrally located. It's very diverse actually where we live at. Chandler and Gilbert are more diverse. Maricopa is very diverse, but it's farther away.
Yeah, Maricopa is extremely diverse.
Yeah, I would say like South Scottsdale near like Old Town is a more diverse area. Definitely younger people if you are more outgoing. And Glendale, Peoria, Surprise. right? Goodyear, Avondale, Buckeye. I mean, we're everywhere, to be honest with you.
But if I was to pick one, I would say Laveen. Laveen, there is a high population of black people that live in Laveen, which is a very small pocket down in southern Phoenix. Also, Maricopa. Maricopa is, depending on where you're from, but Maricopa is I want to say 25 minutes like southwest from the valley, and it's actually a very high black population there. But the only downside about that, it's one way in and one way out, so you can just imagine how bad the traffic can get.
Yeah.
Question number 4, and this is for all the single ladies out there. Single ladies. What are your thoughts about moving there as a single mom of 1? I was just there looking and have been there a few times, but living there has been a different story, so I'm interested in your thoughts. Well, I'm not a single mom, of course, but we do have, some friends, and we know some people who are single moms, and they get by just fine. There's a lot of, and I don't know your socioeconomic background, but I will say that there's a lot of different programs. There's a lot of different avenues that you can take if you're looking for help to like maybe raise a child. Of course, it's no different from anywhere else, but as far as like traveling, getting around the city, not having to worry about your kid getting into trouble, I'm guessing that's what you kind of leaning towards. Like, is it safe, to be a single mom with a kid? I have to say you're completely safe by living in the outside areas of Phoenix, like the suburbs of Phoenix. I wouldn't really say too much living in Phoenix itself as the city, but maybe the suburbs of Phoenix if you're a single mom. The crime rate in those cities are not as high as it would be in Phoenix. So you have the Queen Creek, you have Buckeye, parts of Scottsdale, Northern Phoenix, Chandler. The crime rate is not that high there. So if you're like a single parent or single mom or just single parent in general, I would recommend those outside suburbs.
Question number 5, is living in Arizona expensive? So, well, it depends on where you're coming from. If you are coming from places like the Midwest, not including Chicago, maybe some parts of the Southeast, then moving to Arizona is going to be more expensive. But if you're coming from places like New York City, right? If you're coming from places like LA, Boston, Chicago, Seattle, then it's probably going to be comparable or cheaper to live here. I'm going to go over some stats here in terms of median housing prices in the area. So Chandler's median home price is $585,000. This is almost a 40% jump from the year before, okay? North Scottsdale, the median price is $1.1 million. In the Mesa area, the median housing price is $335,000. In Phoenix, near the airport, near Sky Harbor, median price is $268,000. And so, I mean, you can see that in some of these areas, like the housing prices are pretty high. I mean, we're coming from Indianapolis, so yeah, like it's a large jump for us.
It's high to us.
And then when you talk about renting, so the average cost for an 802 square foot apartment in the valley is $1,200. So it's high. I mean, that's pretty expensive to me.
Yeah, and the prices are only going to continue to go up with the more people that are moving here. Hopefully, because we have been in a seller's market for God knows how long now. So hopefully, when the market kind of corrects itself, I don't expect these prices to drop tremendously, but they may be a lot less cheaper than, well, I ain't even gonna say a lot less, but they may be cheaper than what the prices are now.
Yeah.
So we have heard that there is a huge bidding war that's actually going on for not just buying homes, but actually trying to rent apartments. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you're looking to rent an apartment, if you're looking to get into an apartment, it's probably would be wise to start now instead of later.
Yeah, and not only start now, like just give yourself time to find an affordable place, something that fits within your budget, because it's pretty tough out here right now. There's an average of like 200 to 300 people a day moving to the valley, and so every one of those people is looking for somewhere to live. Median renting price is up 10% from where it was a year ago. And the other thing too is, y'all, we've heard some people on our live say that they cannot find an apartment. So affordable apartments, like I said before, is like, it's competitive out here.
Yeah.
And so because it's competitive, apartment complexes can be really choosy. And so they're going to be looking at like your credit score. They're going to be looking at your savings account. Like, how much money do you actually have up front to pay for these apartments? These higher end apartments, y'all, are going to want you to have, I think, between 60 and 90 days of rent in your account that they can see
at
that time, right, before they will accept you moving in. So just want to give you a heads up on that. Do some research, y'all, and again, you guys can ask us questions and we'll do some research for you if you have any other questions. And we do have a bonus question, y'all, and this person asked us where they should live if they're single.
I would say if you're single, I would say the best place to live is Tempe, Scottsdale, Central Phoenix, parts of Avondale, parts of Glendale near the stadium.
Yeah, I agree, right? Because if you're single, like we've heard people ask about dating here. I mean, I think dating everywhere is just, it is what it is. Like, It's competitive out here. It's a competitive market. But if you are single and wanting to mingle, those are the best places, because you've got Westgate in Glendale, which is near the football stadium. Obviously, downtown anywhere is going to be full of like nightlife. Tempe, ASU is here. There's a lot to do in Tempe, especially if you're a younger crowd or if you are a younger spirited person. And then Old Town Scottsdale, it's always popping there. Lots of singles, very diverse in that area as well. So that's a great place to go if you're single and meet new people. And then you said Avondale?
Parts of Avondale. Usually the parts of Avondale that's close to the stadium.
Yeah.
Again, these questions were pretty generic, and they don't apply to everybody, and I'm sure we missed questions that you guys want to know. So like I said before, feel free to go ahead and put those questions down below. We'll pick 5 again, maybe even 10, depending how many questions we get. All right, guys, so that's going to be it for the video. Again, go ahead, like, comment, and go ahead and hit that bell notification so you guys will be notified every time we do a video.
Yes.
But thanks for tuning in, and until next time,
we out this thing.
We out, yeah.